And welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Montel Williams.
Today we're going behind the mystery of Arginase 1 deficiency, and we're going to meet a doctor, Montel, who has dedicated his entire life to studying this disease.
That's really good information. Plus, stylish, earth-friendly shoes and accessories for both men and women.
Ooh, I love that. And how one company is helping learners get a leg up in corporate America.
That's good.
A leg up.
The Balancing Act starts right now.
It is an inherited metabolic disease that is both debilitating and progressive, leading to significant morbidity and early mortality. Now, currently, there are no approved treatment options. Symptoms typically begin in childhood and include lower limb spasticity, which is tight or stiff muscles, intellectual disability, and/or seizures. Now, we're going to be learning more from renowned expert Dr. Cederbaum. But first, let's meet Angela, whose 4-year-old son, Isaiah, is living with this disease. We're going behind the mystery of Arginase 1 deficiency.
Isaiah was diagnosed with Arginase 1 deficiency through a newborn screening. I went and met with the team of doctors, and they explained that my son had something called urea cycle disorder, which was a metabolic condition. There was just a lot of things going through my mind. How is this happening, or what is there to expect? When your child is diagnosed with a rare disease, it's really difficult to understand and accept because you just don't know what's to come.
Clinical geneticist Dr. Cederbaum has studied and treated patients with Arginase 1 deficiency for nearly 50 years. The Balancing Act spoke with him from his home in Los Angeles.
Arginase 1 deficiency is an inherited disorder due to abnormalities in the Arginase 1 gene, which results in the failure of the body to break down arginine, which causes its accumulation and a clinical condition. Arginase deficiency can cause spasticity, mobility difficulties, intellectual deterioration, and seizures.
So the most frustrating part about everything during the appointment was all I was given was a pamphlet with information that I could research on and a list of foods that my child could and could not have. So I was left to do a lot of research on my own. I was able to find a couple of patient organizations, including some Facebook groups also that had information on Arginase 1 deficiency. I started understanding a whole lot more than all the information the doctors were giving me.
Signs and symptoms typically appear at the age of 2, but there can be lengthy delays in diagnosis. Misdiagnoses may include cerebral palsy or hereditary spastic paraplegia. This can lead to disease progression and worsening of clinical outcomes.
The usual spasticity is a very important diagnostic feature, and orthopedists should always be conscious of the fact that a spastic patient, otherwise undiagnosed, may have Arginase 1 deficiency, and amino acid should be done. Healthcare providers can order a very simple laboratory test, the amino acid panel. The blood test will show an elevation of plasma arginine. The genetic test for mutation analysis and can be done in many laboratories throughout the country. Patients can be picked up on newborn screening by elevated arginine levels. Newborn screening has its limitations because it's not offered in every state. And because of this, patients with Arginase 1 deficiency may be overlooked.
Classic features of Arginase 1 deficiency begin around 2 to 4 years of age and progress throughout childhood.
Arginase 1 deficiency usually has very few symptoms in the first 6 or 12 months, although there could be episodes of irritability. They may develop seizures. They may begin to slow down in their developmental progress. They may complain of stomach aches, nausea. Age 2 to 5 may have increasing symptoms of spasticity, seizures, aversion to high-protein foods, and intellectual deterioration. Age 5 to 10 have progression of their disorder. They may require a walker, spasticity becomes worse, and are clumsy and walk more slowly. They begin to slow down in development. They don't attain as much speech as other kids their age, maybe poor concentration, forgetfulness, not following commands as expected.
Untreated high levels of arginine in childhood lead to debilitating complications into adulthood.
So when Isaiah was about 6 months old, he had his first symptom of the condition, which was a gazing seizure. As he got older and started to, be able to run and play, I did start to notice he had a lot of clumsiness in his running and going up the stairs, or just even when he would walk, he would always be tripping a lot. Around 3 years old, I started to notice that Isaiah struggled with understanding patience, like it just didn't click in his mind. Isaiah gets developmental assessments every year, and ever since he's been tested, he's always reached his milestones. And I do know that this is a progressive disease, so we're constantly, concerned and watching that he's growing as he should. You're gonna crush me. Oh, that was hard.
While new therapies are in development to lower plasma arginine and treat Arginase 1 deficiency, there are no approved medications that effectively and persistently reduce arginine levels.
So ever since Isaiah was diagnosed, we do monitor him very closely with his arginine levels. The doctors did tell me often that Isaiah's arginine level was in range. But it clicked on me that wasn't necessarily letting me know that he was cured. It was just that the condition was being controlled.
Current therapy involves limitation on protein intake, supplementary amino acids to provide those things that are missing in the protein limitation. Finally, the use of what we call nitrogen scavengers, or chemicals that divert ammonia from the urea cycle into a side pathway and will diminish the accumulation of arginine. An alternative is a liver transplant, but liver transplants have complications of their own. Firstly, livers are difficult to come by. They're treated with strong medication, and there can be rejection. The treatment of Arginase 1 deficiency is very difficult for the patient and the family. Patients tend to resist the protein limitation. The children may suffer from nausea and lack of appetite. The parents worry constantly about the diet. They spend a lot of time calculating the diet, and the dietary restrictions are only partially effective. They lower the plasma arginine, but don't reduce it to normal, and as a consequence, symptoms and signs can progress.
It's very difficult in managing your child's diet with such a restriction of protein, and unrealistic, especially for a child. It's difficult every day and having to explain to Isaiah that, no, you cannot have that, especially when everybody around him is having it. He gets very angry at times. That's where he loses control on his emotions, on trying to adjust to that. It's very heartbreaking every day to feel that you're depriving your child from just having a normal life.
We've made a lot of progress in the 45 years that I've been treating Arginase deficiency. Current treatments fall short of the ideal, and we're very much in need of something better. And with newer treatments and more effective treatments, the prospects are even better that we can have a major impact and have normal outcomes in these patients.
Through this process, it has brought our family a lot closer, and we're all learning every day. We just try to make the best out of things and make life brighter with food and make life as normal as possible for Isaiah every day.
For more information on Arginase 1 deficiency, visit arg1dinfo.com, aglia.com, or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
You know, Earth Day reminds us to honor our planet, and really protecting the environment should be something that we do every single day, each and every day.
Absolutely, Montel. And today we're joined by Patrick Woodyard. He is founder and CEO of Nisolo, which crafts high-quality, ethically made leather goods, like these here, using socially responsible practices. I like that.
I do too, absolutely. And through their sustainable leather shoes, Nisolo provides steady employment opportunities for shoemakers in Peru and Mexico, allowing artisans to support themselves and their families.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, Peru and Mexico.
Yes.
What part of Mexico?
León, Mexico.
León. I have family in Guadalajara.
Ah, my goodness.
There you go.
Finding something new every day.
I know.
Well, you know, Patrick, why don't you tell us what made you decide to start a shoe company in Peru?
Definitely. Yeah, so in 2011, I moved to Peru to take a job, and when I got there, I met a huge community of shoemakers and saw two major problems. One, they had this incredible skill set that could make shoes like this, but they were in terrible working conditions and weren't even paid a wage that could cover their most basic needs. And then also, I thought we can change this, looked at the US market, and there were almost no footwear brands that could make affordable but really good quality products that also treated people and the planet well. So I decided to start Nisolo, which means neither alone in Spanish, as a reminder that as consumers, as producers, we're not alone in the world. Our impact on one another is significant, and we need to pay attention to it.
And it's really amazing how people can really have an impact on people and the environment using just eco-friendly brands like yours.
Definitely, yeah, and I think it's important as consumers to realize that the fashion industry is a mess. From a people perspective, 100 million people making our clothes every day, only 5% of them receive a living wage that covers their most basic needs: food, shelter, water. From a planet perspective, it's one of the top 5 most polluting industries in the entire world, responsible for 10% of carbon emissions. That's more than international aviation, shipping combined. And the good news is it doesn't have to be this way. At Nisolo, 100% of our workers receive a living wage, safe working conditions, health care, benefits, and from a planet perspective, not only are we a climate neutral certified brand, but we also have leatherworking group certified leathers and are focused on offsetting all of our emissions from the initial sourcing of materials all the way to your doorstep.
And style doesn't not forsake sustainability.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, Nisolo is one of the top-rated brands in the entire world from a social and environmental responsibility perspective, but from day one, we made sure we weren't going to give up on design, quality, and really good products at an affordable price.
Well, let's talk about the good products here. These are your best sellers?
Definitely, yeah, we've got some best sellers here. So on the men's side here, we've got our Arginase boot. Again, big focus is not just about environmental and social responsibility, but also about comfort and function. This shoe has a waterproof upper, waterproof sole, super cushioned insole. Another example of function here is our packable Flex Derby. We make this for men and women. Great for a business trip, but also has become a great work from home slip-on sneaker.
This is so good. It's light.
Nice. Oh my goodness, look at these.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then right here for women, we've got another, this is our Dari, a waterproof upper, waterproof rubber sole, super cushioned insole. I mean, it's nice. You should check it out.
I'm going to try this on while you continue
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
And I
Yeah.
see you have belts, you got wallets,
We got
you have
belts,
bags,
wallets,
right?
bags, accessories for men and for women. And then we've also got, oh, that looks great.
Oh no,
Olga.
there you
cute
go.
this looks.
Look at you. Go ahead with your
Is it a
best on.
coincidence that it's a 7.5?
It's also
It might be.
it matches your outfit.
Thank
too.
you very much.
Very nice.
No,
very
it
nice.
looks
So
great.
comfy.
Thank you.
All
Yeah.
right, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No worries, yeah. And then another favorite is our women's platform sandal. We call it the go-to because it's go-to sandal all summer. It's got a Velcro quick slip-on, super comfortable sole, super lightweight. And then for both women and men, our Huarachis are really great sellers. I think in part because it's super breathable like a sandal, but it's also closed-toed, which means you can wear it to work, dress it up, dress it down on a Saturday.
Yeah, in warm environments, you can wear this with a suit. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
nice, really nice.
Yeah, and all handcrafted, and again, great for people and the planet.
Smells
And
so
if people
good.
wanted to get more information, where do they go?
They can go to nisolo.com and also can follow us on social. We're doing a giveaway at Nisolo Shoes.
And really, I mean, take a look too. There's purses, there's belts, there's everything.
Yeah,
Love it.
Absolutely. And, you know, of course, if you want more information, you can always go to our website, thebouncingact.com. So we're going to be back right after this. Well, there are approximately 70 million adults without a bachelor's degree in low-wage work in America today. And only 1 in 10 of those low-income students will earn a college degree by age 25. Well, there's one company that's providing a path for skilled careers for those without bachelor's degrees. Merit America, a nonprofit organization, recruits and trains working adults for transformative new careers in tech. Well, here today we're joined by one of the success stories. Please welcome Ms. Toya Pocolo. Thank you so much, Toya, for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Why don't you take us on your journey?
Journey probably started in 2005, working in the banking industry. I've been working in the banking industry from 2005 to 2018, and I didn't feel that I was growing in the way that my career should be growing.
13 years.
13 years, and it's very frustrating. I didn't have a degree, and the majority of the positions required degrees. So what I did, I just Googled no degree required, and that's where I saw Merit America. I applied for Merit America, got in the program, went through training online. They also have career coaches that assist you with your resume writing, cover letters, and interview process. And I was able to find a job within 6 months of graduating. I graduated in December 2018, and I had a new IT job in June of 2019.
And you didn't have to pay that up front?
No, I did not.
Wow, and Merit America took you through the whole process, correct? I mean, they walk you through step by step by step?
They walk you through step by step by step. They show you how to transition from one field, no matter what the previous field is, from one field to another. You have training. I can call my coaches at any point to ask them questions. If I have an interview where I didn't think I did well, or an interview that I did well, they'll draft my thank you letter accordingly. And went from there, and they were able to assist me with finding a job.
I mean, it must have been pretty frustrating for you to be working in banking for 13 years and not have any opportunities for advancement. But now that you have the tech training, you see a career, a path in front of you open to advances and promotions?
Yes, I do. It's very frustrating because since I did not have my degree, even though I did have experience in the banking industry, was not able to move forward and get a job. But with Merit America training me, even without a degree, I was able to get my job, and the job that I have, I definitely see myself growing in that position.
Excellent. Well, I was reading that Merit America partners with major employers like Amazon, Google, JPMC, and others using labor market data to understand the exact skills required in new careers. And they focus on the high demand fields with meaningful upward mobility, such as information technology and professional services. Now, would you recommend Merit America to someone else?
I will definitely recommend Merit America to someone else. And the reason why I will recommend them is because they meet you where you are. They assist you with the experience that you already have, and they help you to transition into the new field, which is IT.
That's excellent. Well, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story, Toya. Honestly, and if you want more information, you can always go to meritamerica.org, or there's more information on our website, thebalancingact.com. What a great show today.
Did you like those boots?
I love those boots.
I thought of that song, These Boots Were Made for Walking.
Right into her dressing room.
You think they're not there? Yes, they are.
I bet they are.
Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter.
And of course, you know what? Make sure you love your family. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.